And four's in the fast lane now with deals on wheels.
Hello and welcome to Deals on Wheels, the second-hand car programme which shows you the difference between a corker and a banger.
We tell you the stories behind the cars and show you the deals from Glasgow to Guildford.
And we test drive them to see how they perform and whether they're worth the metal they're made from.
In the showroom today, we meet Anna Banana and her Citroen BX, see if Mike can flog his bargain banger and get hot in a Peugeot 205 CTI. First up, the Datsun 280 ZX. Now there's two ways of looking at these cars. They're either a sleek, comfortable cruiser, or they're an overdressed, overweight fake. Either way, this is supposed to be a sports car. They're actually very economical, so you need no excuse to take it out for a long, hard drive. Datsun 280 ZXs do not handle well. Ask them to swiftly change direction and they swing their tails out and flounce around in an impression of a moody teenager who's been asked to do the washing up. Fortunately, they do have big tyres, so there's lots of grip. But make no mistake, this car handles like a saloon, not like a sports car. Most cars with a level of performance like this can hurt your wallet big time when it comes to insurance. But if you shop around, you could get a limited mileage cover for under £200. Steve from Liverpool has owned his 280ZX for 10 years, so they've kind of grown old disgracefully together. But he feels the old girl's past her sell-by date, so it's time to put her out to grass.
I'm Steve from the Whittle Merseyside, and I'm selling a Datsun 280ZX for just on £2,500. Datsun 280ZX, target, turbo, very, very quick. 220 brake horsepower, rapid.
I like fast cars, I like sporty looking cars. Things are a little bit different than the average bloke's car, because I think that I'm a bit different than the average bloke. Average blokes, my age, I've got big fat bellies like that, baldy heads, and oil on the hair. And I don't class myself as an average 37-year-old man. When I was 25, I looked out for a 280ZX, and I looked around for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I found this one, the one I'm selling, and it was a bin, it was a shed, as they say in the motor trade.
Whereas some people go out and buy a flash car for loads of money, I've rebuilt it. So it's part of me. This car is me. What bugs me is men who call the cars she. Well, this is a he car. It's a big machine. It's built for speed and power. The fact that I've got two businesses now, I need to reflect a certain sort of image to clients. Vroom, vroom. And you know, the Datsun is a little bit old now.
Welcome to the Jaguar XJS. This is the reason why I'm selling the 280ZX. This is a car. This is a man's car. That's the car I'm getting next. This. Maybe in about 25 years I could afford one. Or chat my best mate up, because he owns it.
This is Gary Sandland, the current professional world heavyweight kickboxing champion. And I'm his sparring partner.
That is the best one around. I haven't seen a 280ZX like this in this sort of condition. And I don't expect to see another one like this either. So somebody is going to buy a very nice car for a little money.
Now, I've driven a couple of these and I know how dodgy the brakes can be. And you want to make sure the brakes are going to be in as good a condition as possible. So when you take the car for a test drive, give the brakes a good firm stamp and feel for any shuddering just before the car comes to a stop. or listen for any grinding metal-to-metal noises.
An electric aerial on one of these things will cost £120 unfitted to replace. And an electric window motor, that'll cost another £180. Now, there are specialist parts suppliers around, but do try and avoid this kind of expense.
How come I get all the dirty jobs? But don't be frightened to have a good poke round underneath and especially check to where the suspension meets the floor, because that's where they rot first.
ZXs have long and vulnerable noses, so it's worth popping the hood and checking for signs of accident damage. That means looking for the straightness of this delicate radiator crossmember and also for signs of creasing in these vulnerable side panels.
Steve's Datsun is up for 2495, which I think is a bit optimistic. It's a nice car, but who wants one these days? So if he was after a quick sale, £1,800 is a bit more realistic.
No, but how often do you see one as nice as that? I think if the right person comes along, he'll get £2,250.
Not a chance. Should we see how he gets on?
There's a fella that I know, a guy up the road from me. He's been interested in the car over the last couple of weeks, and he keeps calling on me to say, Steve, is the car still for sale? And he phoned up this morning, and apparently he's going to turn up in about 10 minutes. So we'll see. There's the car. There you go. Have a little sit in, Gav.
Nice, isn't she? Solid.
I've spent thousands and thousands on it, mate. Shazam! You've got a straight 6 cylinder engine. It's got a Jan speed turbo.
Let's have a test drive.
Yeah.
You drive because I'm on a short for it, you see.
Okay.
That goes.
Are you ready for the buzz of your life? Who's that thing?
To be honest, I don't think it's worth 2.5.
You don't think it's worth 2.5?
No, not really. I mean, it's a nice car, but...
Well, what do you think it's worth then?
Take 1,500.
Is he joking or what? £1,500? No.
It's a nice car, but...
No.
No, not 15.
No.
Well, what do you go to?
Realistically, about 2.2.
2.2.
2.2. I mean, you've got to be interested in Gavin. I mean, it's you, isn't it? I mean, just have a look at the. I mean, everything's right on it, isn't it? Everything's right.
Yeah. I've got cash on me now. Right.
Yeah.
£1,700 cash. You can have that now.
And a cheque for 300.
No, £1,700 cash. And you can have it now.
Nah. If you can get another wanna, if you can get another £100, another wanna.
1,800.
If you've got £1,800 cash, pound notes, like that.
Okay.
We'll shake on it then.
Yeah.
You happy with that?
1,800.
Give you that then. All right?
Yeah.
Happy days.
There's 1,800 there.
£1,800. There's £1,800 here. I've got a car up for sale for £2,500. You've come to see a car for £2,500, and you've got £1,800 here.
You would get it for that?
You goddamn schmuck. That's shrewd, that. That's shrewd. Do you want a job here? Love the smell of money. That's about 18 gallons in my XJS. That's all it'll do. 18 gallons. Chicken feed.
Well, Rich, I got it right that time. You schmuck.
Yeah, it's about time too.
Well, that was a good deal. The buyer obviously set his mind on the price and wasn't going to budge, flashed the cash and watched the seller go soft on you.
Last week, we kicked Mike out of the showroom to go and buy a decent, cheap car. He came back with a Ford Fiesta for £625. Well, this week, he's got to sell it and make a profit, which isn't an easy thing to do with such an old car. In fact, with his asking price of £700, I think he's going to need all the help he can get.
When you're selling your car, presentation is key. It can mean the difference between a successful sale or being disappointed. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to make over your car. Right, the first thing to do is a nice soapy wash. Hey! Now for the leathering. A leather soaks up the water like no other cloth. Ask Tarzan. Get yourself a stiff brush, a nice wire brush, give the wheels a good scrubbing down, get rid of all the excess dirt. Buy yourself a tin of silver wheel spray, very inexpensive. With a steady hand, just give them a light dusting. So all I'm doing is putting the steel back on the wheel. Once you put your cap on, looks great. I've got this bottle of fluid. It's called Supercoat, and what it does is it dresses the tyres, turns them back into brand new tyres effectively. Come back to this tyre in 10 seconds and it will look brand spanking new. It really looks different, doesn't it? 2 tips here when you're polishing a car. 1 is wait for the sun to go in because polish dries very quickly. And 2, polish in a circle away. If you polish in a circle away, you won't put too many scratches on the car. It's also a good opportunity to shed a few pounds. At the end of the day, it may be time consuming, but let's face it, you're only polishing money into the sale of the car. And what we've achieved is just by a little bit of hard work, hopefully we've polished a tidy profit into the car. If you've got anyone coming to see it, what we've done is we've given them less reason to find fault with it because we made it look so good. Beautiful. When you sell your car, you've got to be flexible. Now, I've had a call from a guy called Mr. Matuk. He's very interested in seeing the car. Unfortunately, he works all the time, so I'm having to get the car ready to take it over to him. Then hopefully everything will go according to plan. Well, there you go. There's a little Fiesta.
Nice.
It is. It's all open. So have a good look round.
What about the mileage? Ooh, a lot.
Well, not really.
Ooh, nearly
Not really.
100,000 miles.
Yeah, but it's been looked after. I mean, bear in mind it's an 11-year-old motor car, so for 11 years old, it's actually below average. Yeah. At all, Fiestas suffer terribly with inner wing rust, which is here, and on the inner wings over there. And this one actually has got none at all, so that was really good news.
Yeah, I like my friend to see. You know, he's got more experience.
What, the friend who... Yeah? Yeah, that's no problem. It's not ideally the best place to sell a car on the side of a street in the marketplace, but at the end of the day, you know, be flexible. They feel a bit more obliged to do better business with you, hopefully. I hear you're the mechanic of the bunch.
Yes, sir.
OK. Mechanically, I couldn't find a problem with it.
See what we do. Check the tyres, is everything right?
Yeah, feel free. You want to take it around the block?
Yeah.
Give it a test drive? That's no problem at all.
That is all right.
Great. What do you think of it?
It's perfect. I don't see what's the problem with that.
Thank you very much.
The only problem is the money. We're going to talk about the money in there.
You can try.
What we're going to do, I'll offer you £500. See?
Sorry?
Oh, yeah.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that.
What's your price?
Do you know what? I've forgotten how much we advertised it for. How much did we advertise it for?
750.
700.
700 or 750?
700.
750 sounds better, though.
No, 700. I've got the newspaper with me.
How about it? 675. I'll do it for 675.
Oh, my God.
Because there's nothing... You haven't got...
Oh, my God, you're going...
Yeah, but I'll tell you for why. I can understand if you had to spend a fortune of money on it. But at the end of the day...
It's lovely.
It's lovely. It's
Well,
675 and we got a deal.
Go in for 6.
I can't... I actually paid more than that for it. Come on, go, you go up.
What we do, yeah? We do a good deal. What we do, the 50 we share it. 25, yeah?
I draw the line, we make it 650, and that's as best as I can do it. Honest to God, I just can't step any lower than that. And for 650, I think you have got a bargain of a car. Look at that, for 650 quid, what a bargain. You haven't got to MOT it for nearly a year. It's a bargain. 650 quid. Come on, do it.
Just drop it a bit down.
No, 650.
Slightly
You
down.
shook, you shook, it's done. There, do it.
650, yeah?
650,
Oh,
yeah?
I'll just go to the bank and get the money.
Oh, great. Yeah,
Yeah?
all right, super.
I'll do that.
I'll wait here for you.
All right.
Well done.
Don't run away.
Cheers.
All right.
Well, there you go. We sold another one. I want to see the Nelsons.
1, 2,
Yep.
3. He's very professional, I would say. He knows where to hit and he knows where to catch.
Cha-ching. Bye.
Fancy forgetting how much you advertised the car for. You were a sitting duck after that. No wonder you only made 25 quid.
I was never going to earn much money out of that. Well, call me soft, but they needed a cheap run around. I got the car moved on. But next week, I up the ante when I try to buy a sports car for under 10 grand.
After the break, we'll meet Mad Anna Banana and her Citroen BX. and we'll take a look at the Peugeot 205 CTI.
Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong, 'cause I'm in right. It's for sure, not for maybe, that I'm all dressed up tonight. Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong, 'cause I'm in right. Ask me when will that day be? The big day may be tonight.
Can you guess how much Vodafone's new local off-peak call rate is for both evenings and weekends? Just 2p a minute. For cheaper local off-peak calls, the word is Vodafone.
Who's this?
I'll give you a hint. I'm cute, I'm fairy, and I make 500 babies a year.
This summer,
Nobody likes a drunk monkey.
Sorry, the doctor is in.
Our butts hurt.
Stop talking to me! Eddie Murphy.
Throw the ball.
Dr. Doolittle.
Throw the dumb ball. He threw the ball!
If your car's stolen, that's who you think of. But they can't arrange your insurance. That's the job of the AA. And you know, when I called them, they offered me a great deal. AA car insurance costs less than I thought. Why don't you call them on 0800 444 777?
It's 90%.
I said, did you know that Elf's new ultra-low sulfur diesel reduces sulfur emissions by as much as 90%?
Elf ULSD. It won't cost you the earth.
Gillette Series Body Spray. The long-lasting body spray.
It's always been my game. Play how I made. I was made that way.
Gillette Series Body Spray. It keeps you ready for anything.
Welcome back. Now time for this little French number, the Citroen BX. This car was the salvation of Citroen, who had a reputation of building high-tech cars that nobody wanted. Don't ask me why, but maybe like French wine, some things just don't travel. Citroens are famous for having hydropneumatic suspension, and the BX is no exception. That's what gives them the nickname of magic carpets in the trade. The advantages of this system is that it allows for powerful brakes, a good safety point, and it's argued that it gives superior road handling. It's said that the almost squidgy feel of the suspension gives greater comfort, but if you ask me, it just makes me feel car sick. The BX overall doesn't have a reputation for reliability. If you're thinking of going for a Citroen BX, I'll go for a diesel version, as they last forever. Because these cars aren't very popular, it means that they can be cheap, so shop around and bargain hard. All in all, the BX is an economical, if not dull, family car that should last for donkeys. Anne Butler is a children's entertainer, and her Citroen has seen plenty of action. To be frank, it's seen better days, so she's hoping to pass it on to somebody else. Are you ready for this?
Hi there, my name is Anna Banana, and this is my big red car. It's got 4 big black wheels, and I'm going for a ride in it. Are you coming with me? Oh, watch that pussycat! Hello there, my name's Anne Butler, and that rather crazy looking character was Anna Banana. And she might be a bit mad, but she does pay the bills. This is my Citroen BX, and I'm selling it for £800. I need a different car for my work. I really want a yellow car to go with my name. This car goes very fast. We've got a problem here. I'm having to... No. I'm having to start off at the traffic lights in second. I don't know why. I can't get it into first for some reason. I think it's maybe the clutch, because the clutch cable did snap at one time and the AA came and mended it. And since we've been driving, there's been a funny burning smell in the car. I don't know what that is. I've never smelt that before. It's only just in the last month or so that there's one or two things started going wrong, so I'm taking the car down to get its MOT. I'm hoping if I can get it through its MOT, it will be easier to sell. Okay, well, that's it here. Keep my fingers crossed. Bye, car. Bad news. It's failed. The guy thought I might only get about 150. Bit disappointing, but I better take it home.
Now, it's one thing to fail your MOT for a blown light bulb or a blocked windscreen washer, but when your car fails for as many reasons as this, it can only be bad news.
Unsurprisingly, it's the hydropneumatic suspension that's often the problem. More importantly, you need to check how well it's been maintained and by who. The car should rise up as smoothly as a modern lift and shouldn't jerk like this one. More importantly, if it doesn't come up at all, the ride will be so hard it could knock your fillings out. If you test drive a pre-88 model, check to see if the speedo is working. If it's not, it could mean the cable or the drive gear is broken. It's not a big deal. In fact, it could be a useful bargaining tool. Strangely, it seems to be a problem with all French cars built around this year.
Generally, Citroen BXs are very reliable. You can get, say, a D-Reg diesel in good nick for about £800. Now, Anna only wanted £200 for hers, but that was before the disastrous MOT. Now, well, I don't think it's worth anything.
Now, selling your car without an MOT immediately puts you at a disadvantage, but you are being a bit hard, Rich. It's got to be worth at least a bullseye. 50 quid, come on.
Well, there's someone coming to see the car today. Well, maybe this is her here, I think. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Anne.
Nice to meet you.
Hi there.
So this
Well,
is it.
this is the car. Yeah.
I expected
Oh,
to
the
be a
camera.
complete wreck.
Oh, did you?
Well, just from what you told me on the phone.
Okay, so it's never not started. That's not a problem with it.
Right.
But this is the clutch cable, which snapped. There's a leaking fluid in the suspension, which is the front. The whole of the back suspension has been replaced. The handbrake and the rear brakes and the rear disc plates, and then the washers are not emitting enough fluid, but I mean, well, they do. So I don't know.
I think if it maybe just had one or two things, but not a list.
Well, that, I mean, yeah, but you just don't get cars for that price.
No, I know. But even if it had
only
been more
one thing
expensive
wrong,
than £80,
right?
I don't think.
Right.
I should go for it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, thanks very much for coming.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. She might have bought it, you know, but she didn't want anything wrong with it. She wanted a car for £80 with nothing wrong with it. She didn't buy it. The woman who came to look at the car yesterday didn't want it, so I've been advertising it for ages, for weeks and weeks, and nobody's coming to see it. So I was worrying last night, what am I going to do with this car? And I thought, well, I better just take it to the scrapyard and see how much I would get for it there. It's really disappointing. Hi there.
Hello,
Hi.
good afternoon.
Hi there. I brought my Citroen along. I've been trying to sell it for weeks and nobody wants it.
No success.
No success.
So this is the poor old motor car.
Yep. So I don't know how much it's worth.
Do you know that the price of scrap is rock bottom just now? And
Oh no, I didn't know that.
no, we would
You could just be
normally
telling
pay
me that.
30, 40 pounds for all, you know, for cars without MOTs, etc., etc. Is that,
Oh dear, that's low.
that in line?
Well, would you not give me 60 for it?
If put the 55 for you, there you are.
Well, okay. Here it goes. Oh. And I polished it all yesterday. Bye, Banana Mobile. 55 quid. You would have thought it would have been worth more than that. It's not even enough to buy Anna Banana a new wig.
And what a sad end to a car's life, seeing it carted away on a forklift truck, especially after she spent all that time polishing it.
Yeah, but 55 quid isn't much, is it? But then if your car's pretty well past its usable life, it may just have to be scrapped. Sad, but true. In the small world of four-seater fun convertibles, the Peugeot 205 CTI makes loads of sense. More sense, in my view, than the market-leading Volkswagen Golf. The 205 CTI convertible was launched in the UK in January 1989. Right from the start, it caused a sensation with the motoring press, who claimed the new car was the best handling and most exciting in its class. But the CTI was expensive when it was new. That meant Peugeot didn't sell many, which makes them rare. Today, 9 years on, they are reasonably priced from about £5,000, and when you find one, chances are it'll have been very well looked after. I don't know why every family hasn't got one of these. They're hugely entertaining to drive, they're practical, they're fun, they're fast, reliable, they've got 4 seats, no roof. Heaven's sake, they're not even expensive. And that's why they're our Star Buy of the Week.
We'll see you next week with more tales from the fast lane.
So keep your foot down and haggle hard.
That's mine this week. Do you fancy a sherbet, dear boy?
Well, my dear child, have a cup of tea.
Would you have bought that forklift truck? I think that was worth more money than the old